sources of air pollution that affect the earth are examples like factories, cars, dust, pollen, mold spores, volcanoes, and wildfires. Factories affect air pollution by blowing chemical vapors and smoke out through vents, smokestacks, and by burning waste in open dumps or incinerators. Cars affect air pollution by burning gasoline and diesel fuel that creates harmful byproducts like nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, benzene, and formaldehyde. Dust affect air pollution by exposure to such particles can affect both your lungs and your heart. Numerous scientific studies have linked particle pollution exposure to a variety of problems, including premature deaths in people with heart or lung disease. Most spores affect air pollution by poor indoor air quality, airborne contamination, and allergens affecting the health of everyone in the building or in the buildings. Volcanoes affect air pollution when it erupts because it can release harmful particles, including volcanic gases and ash, into the air. Wildfires affect air pollution by simultaneously impacting the earth weather and the climate by releasing large quantities of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and fine particulate matter into the atmosphere. Effects of air pollution can increase risk of respiratory illness, cardiovascular problems, and can increase cancer. Not only can pollution affect us humans, but also the planet we live in, such as ozone depletion, global warming, acid rain, and hazards to wildlife.
As part of our ongoing exploration of air pollution, I would like to delve into a crucial aspect of addressing this issue: air quality monitoring and regulation. With increasing concerns about our environment and public health, monitoring and regulating air quality have become top priorities for governments and organizations worldwide. Air quality monitoring involves the systematic measurement and assessment of pollutants in the atmosphere. It plays a pivotal role in our understanding of air pollution and its impacts. By monitoring air quality, we can gather data on pollutant levels, identify pollution sources, evaluate the effectiveness of control measures, and take targeted actions to reduce pollution. This information is vital for making informed decisions to protect our environment and safeguard public health. Now, let's explore some of the key methods used for air quality monitoring. Ambient air monitoring stations. These stations are strategically located in urban and industrial areas to continuously measure pollutant levels. They provide real-time data on pollutants such as particulate matter, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, ozone, and carbon monoxide. Advanced technologies, including satellites and aircraft, enable remote sensing to gather information about air pollution on a regional or even a global scale. This method helps identify pollution sources, track pollutant transport, and assess large-scale air quality trends. Portable air quality sensors are increasingly being used to create sensor networks. These sensors can be deployed in various locations, including homes, schools, and vehicles. This allows for widespread data collection and a more comprehensive understanding of air pollution at the community level. Computer models and simulations are employed to estimate and predict air pollution levels based on various factors, such as emission sources, weather patterns, and geographical features. This method assists in forecasting air quality, evaluating different pollution scenarios, and formatting effective mitigation strategies. Effective regulation is essential for addressing air pollution and maintaining air quality standards. Governments and regulatory bodies play a crucial role in establishing and enforcing regulations to protect public health and the environment. They set air quality standards, develop emission limits for industries, and implement measures to control pollution sources. For example, the Clean Air Act is a federal law that allows EPA to regulate the emissions and set air quality standards. Additionally, regulatory agencies work closely with stakeholders, conduct inspections, and impose penalties to ensure compliance with the established guidelines. Air quality monitoring and regulation are vital components of our efforts to combat air pollution. Through various monitoring methods, we gather critical data that helps us understand the extent of pollution, identify sources, and evaluate the effectiveness of control measures. Coupled with robust regulation, these efforts pave the way for a healthier environment and improve public health.
Air pollution can in fact make a big impact on our health. According to statistics provided by the World Health Organization, 9 out of 10 people currently breathe polluted air, and around 7 million people die each year due to complications caused by air pollution. The effects of breathing in polluted air are said to be akin to smoking cigarettes regularly and believed to be even more dangerous than consuming excessive salt. The microscopic pollutants in the air are difficult to avoid and can easily get inside the body to affect the respiratory system. This can lead to possible damage to the lungs, heart, and brain. Air pollutions can have severe negative effects on humans. When people inhale polluted air, it can cause a range of respiratory and cardiovascular problems. Particulate matter, which is made up of tiny particles in the air, can penetrate deep into the lungs and cause inflammation, leading to asthma, bronchitis, and other respiratory diseases. Air pollution can also lead into existing health conditions such as heart disease and diabetes. Long-term exposure to air pollution has been linked to lung cancer and other types of cancers. Children, the elderly, and people with pre-existing health conditions are vulnerable to the effect of air pollution.
Air pollution. It lurks all around us, preying on the young and old. It slips unnoticed past your defenses and assaults your lungs, heart, and brain. Its deadliest weapons are invisible, poisonous particles that can be as small as a molecule. With every breath, they break through your lungs' protective barriers. There, they trigger inflammation as your system tries desperately to fight back. But these tiny intruders penetrate those defenses, lodging toxic compounds even deeper, sowing the seeds of cancer. They slide straight into your bloodstream, sabotaging your entire body. They inflame and constrict your blood vessels, increasing blood pressure until, one day, causing a stroke. The particle prowlers dislodge fatty plaque that may have built up from your diet. They weave clots that can be deadly blockers of blood flow to your heart or brain. With each new case of heart attack, stroke, lung disease, or cancer, air pollution adds another life to its hit list. Let's stop this invisible killer.
The unclean air from Los Angeles blows downward into San Bernardino and throughout Riverside County. But the cities also contribute to their own air pollution, which gives those in the Inland Empire a bigger risk of having unclean air. For instance, California's Inland Empire is home to more than 4,000 warehouses served by thousands of trucks, creating a pollution hotspot that's harming our community. We get around 40% of imported goods through the Long Beach port. They are then distributed by either truck or train to be taken throughout the IE and neighboring cities. One may ask, how do these things impact our environment? Well, I'll give you a few ways. The emissions of pollutants in the air can result in changes in climate. These pollutants, including greenhouse gases, are often referred to as climate forcers. The building of warehouses around schools and people's homes is subjecting our children to harmful chemicals in the air from all these trucks that are delivering goods to all of these warehouses that are built around our homes and community, where they should not be. Let's take it to the East Coast. Remember contaminated water in Flint, Michigan? Atmospheric deposition is the pollution of water caused by air pollution. In the atmosphere, water particles mix with carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen oxides. This forms a weak acid. Air pollution means that water vapor absorbs more of these gases and becomes even more acidic. When it rains, the water is polluted with these gases. This is called acid rain. When acid rain pollutes marine habitats, such as rivers and lakes, even our aquatic life is harmed.
Good Lord, acid rain!
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling! Ah! It burns like a Glasgow bikini wax! Ah!
Oh, we better stay inside, at least until the squirrels stop melting.
The TV! Oh!
Stop screaming, Homer!
Quit trying to control me.
Contaminated water aids in the destruction of Earth's biodiversity, which depletes aquatic ecosystems. It also aids in the contamination of the food chain. Fishing in polluted waters and the use of wastewater for livestock farming and agriculture can introduce toxins into foods, which are harmful to our health when eaten. And again, the most taken for granted, lack of potable water. The UN says that billions of people around the world have no access to clean water to drink or sanitation, particularly in rural areas. All in all, it affects our daily lives more than we may know. But there are a ton of ways we can definitely help. One major way will be to conserve energy. Whether you choose to buy energy-efficient equipment or keep what you have, you may want to turn your unused appliances completely off, minus your refrigerators, or installing more efficient equipment, which helps to reduce raw material consumption and produce less waste. We can also reduce the amount of trips we take in our cars. For instance, try to do all your trips and errands in one day. But don't forget to keep very good routine maintenance on your vehicle. Making sure your vehicle passes the California smog test is very important in helping our air. All in all, without air, Earth will be unable to properly sustain life.
Kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Great clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before?